Over the years, I have set so many goals, getting fit, creating content, starting businesses. I have always dreamed big, and I've always believed that anything is possible. And I've also always known that consistency is the bridge between setting a goal and actually achieving it. That part I knew. But what I didn't know was why I couldn't sustain it. And it's taken me a long time to find the missing piece. Here's what I've learned. You can't build consistent behavior on top of an identity that does not support it. I was trying really hard to show up consistently while deep down believing I was someone who always quits, someone who doesn't follow through, someone who always starts things and stops. And your identity wins every single time. That was the missing piece. Not more discipline, not more motivation, not another podcast, an identity shift. So this time around, I've did something different. Instead of starting with action, I started with identity. A heavy focus on meditation, on becoming conscious of my thoughts, on visualization, not just the outcome, but the version of me who was already living it. And only after about a week of doing just that, I felt called into action naturally. Like not forced, not white-knuckled, it was just aligned. And here's where it gets interesting. It started showing up in the small things. Early on, I'd be pottering around in the van and I would go to leave something out and I'd have to consciously tell myself, no, you're someone who puts things away straight away. You take action immediately. You don't procrastinate, basically, but in a positive form. It was intentional at first, a deliberate choice every time. But now, even without thinking, before the old thought even has a chance to form, I'm already putting stuff away. And it's not just the small stuff in the van either. It's showing up in how I eat, how I move, how I take care of myself. It's showing up in this channel, creating content regularly, showing up every day, improving with every video. The identity of someone who is healthy, consistent, and committed is becoming automatic, wired in. And that ripples out into everything. It's the bridge James Clear talks about in his book, The Atomic Habits. It's the idea of 1% improvements. He talks about there's a British cycling team committed to finding small gains in everything they did, small improvements. And these small improvements compounded consistently over time and became extraordinary results. So that's what this is. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to transform overnight. Just need to show up imperfectly and trust that those improvements are stacking up, even when you can't see the result yet. Consistency matters way more than perfection. With consistency comes improvement. And with enough of both, you become someone new. Right now, I'm also working on surrender, letting go of the outcome, staying mindful throughout the day, becoming intentional with my vibration, moment to moment, practicing gratitude. And there has been this real upward trajectory in my mood, in my energy, in how I show up. And I'm really proud of that. I'm not at the destination yet, but I'm someone different than I was. And that's everything. So if you're somewhere in that gap between who you are and who you want to be, start with the identity. Start with the thoughts. Start with showing up even when it's imperfect. And the consistency will follow. And one day you'll realize it just became who you are. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.